Hello, hello. Welcome to Sparkle.Sanctuary. I have another unboxing for you. So I recently had a conversation with a dear friend of mine named Rhonda. She is Dip in Time. I will link to her channel in the description box. But we were having a conversation, like a virtual visit, and she posted this Make Market kit that she had recently purchased. And I saw it and was like, ooh, I really like that. I'm going to go look and see what's out there. But while we were talking, she also mentioned these pixelated brick arts and that she was curious about them. And honestly, I love Legos. And so I was curious about them as well. So I know that this is a diamond painting channel. So I'm going to unbox these two. I will give you information about these, but I will put them towards the end so you can skip that part if you're not interested. So I'll set these aside a little bit. See if I can stack that even more. There we go. And so basically we're going to focus right now on these two kits. So like I said, I was influenced to get this one. And while I was looking online, I saw this one. And I've actually looked at this diamond painting before from Make Market and really liked I love anything beach themed, to be completely honest. I love the beach. I love the ocean. I love all of that kind of stuff. And so these just really kind of spoke to me. And it's summertime, and technically, while I'm recording this, it's still June. You won't see this until July, but it is still Pride Month, and I thought these would be really great Pride Month options. And so if you pick them up, you could get them for next year, because right now, at least when I went online and purchased these, they were on sale for $6.49 US dollars here in the United States. So let's get to these. So we'll start with the one that I saw. She never even unboxed this diamond painting, but I saw the images that she picked up, and I was like, oh, those are cute. I want to get them too. So yeah, I went ahead and picked them up. It looks like there's two different canvases in here. Sorry, I'm like way ahead of myself as usual. It does come in a box. There's a US price and Canadian price, the Make Market Diamond Art. It does show both of the images. If you look here, it says round gems. And then here it says the contents are two pre-printed fabrics, pre-printed canvases, pre-sorted diamonds, 39 colors it says, diamond art chart sheet, two magnetic wooden frames, a stylus grip cover, craft tray, wax caddy, and instruction sheet. So there is both of the images. It says beach umbrella, and then that's in French. So I guess it's supposed to be like a companion piece. So yeah, there's only one name for both of these canvases. All right, let's get into this. So it does come in a plastic sleeve. These look like they're going to be really tiny, which is awesome. Oh yeah, it does say that they're 5 by 7 inches or 12.7 centimeters by 17.8 centimeters. So, oh my gosh, that is so tiny. That will work up very fast. Like, this is a really great kit to take with you on the go if you're going to go somewhere. So yeah, that is adorable. Okay, so I'm actually going to be leaving town this weekend. I may take these with me, and if I complete these while I'm gone, I will potentially insert a clip of them completed. So stay tuned, because if that's that'll happen though before I unbox those. Okay, and here's the other one. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So there looks to be like really nice amounts of color blocking and confetti. So color blocking is when you can actually use a multi-placer. I can use it in the 9s here. There's line blocking here where I can use my multi-placer. But then there is like very little confetti where there's like a multitude of colors. Like this little section here has multiple colors. But other than that, this looks like a really nice, easy, fast workup if you're a multi-placer. Honestly, I mean, even if you're a single placer, it's going to be a fast workup for both of these. That's so great. Okay, so, all right, really fast. There is an instruction sheet in both English and French, and it just tells you what the tips and tricks in order to diamond paint. And then in here is also a legend with all of the colors. So you could kit all of this up, 39 colors, into a kit with all these individual diamonds and get going. Or, honestly, you could just kit up as you work, and I'm sure this would go very, very fast. All right. So here are the colors. Since I'm only really unboxing 2 of these, I'll go ahead and show you the diamonds on both of them. All right, so look at these colors, you guys. Look at these colors. Such beautiful shades of blue. Here, I'm just going to turn this over because they don't have DMC numbers. DMC is correlated to floss, so you can figure out where to get the numbers lined up. I don't save these diamonds because they are not labeled as DMC because I don't know where to put them in my stash, but they are good sparkly diamonds, and I do like them. They're not as multifaceted as some of the other companies. They're a little bit more rounded, but honestly, I think it leads for a beautiful sparkle anyway. So just flip these over. Sorry for the glare, trying to not have the glare on there for you. Look at all of these colors. They're just gorgeous. And there's not a lot of any of them. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I could probably in just a few hours get both of these images completed. I wouldn't feel like I needed to kit up anything. I would just probably open them both up and then go one color at a time and just knock them out. Look at that. They're so, oh, that's a lot of beautiful colors. Very, very, very representative of a large portion of shade ranges and color ranges. Let me set those aside. So I failed to show you guys the toolkit. So the toolkit is just a gray tray. I can get into here. It's got this gray tray. It reminds me of MOSFET trays, if you know what those are. It's got a pin with a grip on it. There are baggies in here. It does not feel like there's enough baggies in here for all of the kits that are, or all of the diamonds that are in this kit, but there's baggies. And then there is a dark pinky purple wax. So it comes in a jar, so you just open the jar. It looks like there's two, let me get these out. Yeah, there's two little plates of wax in here. If you've never diamond painted before, just make sure that you peel that plastic off the wax before you dip your pin into it, so you can get actually get the wax on your pin. Definitely a mistake I made when I first started. All right, so this is a very cute kit. If I do finish this before I post this video, that clip will come in now before I unbox this one. So stay tuned. Hey, future Rebecca here. So I was able to get these completed. I had a full day where I got to just do whatever I wanted. And so this is what I opted to do. So here is the beach and chair one. And then here is the umbrella one. I will say these are more confetti heavy than I anticipated, especially this umbrella. I think this one had all but like 5 or 6 of the colors that were in the bags. So that was crazy. I did really enjoy working on it. I just watched a show while I was working, and yeah, was able to get quite a ways through the show actually. But yeah, I just wanted to share. These turned out super cute. And then they just have these little things that they hang on, and voila, I could hang them up on the wall if I wanted to. And the neat thing about these is like you can position them however you want to make sense in your mind. I think actually that would be really cute, or even just slightly over would be really cute on a wall. Just because the pole, you want to imagine the pole of the umbrella coming down. But yeah, isn't that adorable? This was a really fun kit. It was a really great deal. And so I enjoyed working on it. Anyway, back to future Rebecca. Okay, hopefully I inserted a clip of me having completed that other diamond painting before opening this one. But let's go ahead and get into unboxing this one. So this one says it's rainbow surfboards. And the back says a pre-printed canvas, pre-sorted diamond art gems, diamond art chart sheet, magnetic tool frame, stylish grip cover, craft tray, wax caddy, and instruction sheets. And so it just shows you information about about the frame, and that is the kit. So let's go ahead and unbox this. There are a couple things I didn't show in the other one that I failed to show, so I'll make sure to get that this time. The frame specifically I didn't talk about in the other unbagging or unboxing. So this one also comes in a dust cover bag. Inside is a toolkit, just like the other one, so I will not show you what's inside here. Okay, so let's get this out. All right, here are the diamonds. I'll show you those just a second. All right, so in here, again, is a legend. There is 45 colors in this. An instruction page in English and in French again. All right, so I'll show you the canvas and then I'll show you the diamonds, okay? So, I have it upside down. All right, so typically on a diamond painting, you would have a bunch of information about the kit, either with information down here about the company or the artist, or there would be, the legend would be attached on the side here, on both sides, typically. But because these are supposed to be, they come with frames and they're supposed to be framed artwork, they did not put the legend on there, and that's why the legend is separate. The neat thing about this is if you wanted to, you could put this through your sticker maker. I didn't notice this when I was talking about the other kit, and I noticed it while I was opening this one, that these actually do have a DMC code attached to it here. So I could keep these diamonds if I wanted to, which honestly, moving forward, now that I am paying attention to that, I probably will. Because I do keep my spares. So these magnetic frames, basically you just open these up. And I won't show you the bottom piece, but the top piece has a string on it. And so you take the top and you put it underneath the edge of your canvas. And this is much easier when all the diamonds are on it and there's not a plastic cover sheet on it. But basically there are, as you can see, there's magnets here. And the magnets, got to turn it around. I always do that. They clip on there and then it holds that onto your canvas. And so your canvas hangs through that. So then the bottom piece would go here and then you would just hang it on your wall as you wish. I will say some other things I didn't note on the other unboxing is that there is a number down here, and this number corresponds with the number on the top of your legend, and it also corresponds with the numbers that are identified on the diamonds here. So if you are the person that stores all of these separately, this is an easy way to do it. I personally like to fold this in half and store this inside the bag of diamonds here, just like that. And then I will also write the name of the kit on the outside of this so that I don't forget, because that is not identified on this canvas anywhere, because I want to keep this as blank as possible for you to be able to hang it up, which I think is pretty cool. Anyway, I love this image. It's so cute. I love all of that. So I love the beach, like I said, and all of these boards are really neat. Basically, let's go ahead and go through. I'll show you the array of diamonds that are in here, and then I will be able to, sorry for the crinkle, store all of these together. So let's look at these. Here we can get the glare off. Okay, I love these two colors, and so having them right next to each other just gave me like that gave me so much joy, and it's probably silly, but oh, I just loved that. I loved that. Okay, there's greens and browns because there is a background scene to this, but look at all of the greens and the bright oranges and the blues and the yellows. Oh, wow. Oops. Sorry, so sorry for the crinkle. I just dropped that. All right, last set of diamonds. Some more grays and browns, purples and pinks and reds. Oh, this is really fun. And again, this is such a great canvas for Pride Month. I'm sorry that I'm not showing this to you before then. I think the clearance price was what sold me on it. I already have a ton of diamond paintings and wasn't planning on buying anything else. But the price point, I couldn't beat it. I will say that these are made on just plastic canvases. So I'm sure you can hear that. These are not like the soft flocked canvases, but I've not had any issues with these cheaper kits. And I think these are really budget friendly. And because it's through Make Market, they are all also either legally licensed in some way, whether they're free domain or whatever. And so I don't have to worry when I purchase these cheaper kits, whether or not they are stealing art from somebody else. And so that is a really important point for me to be able to purchase diamond paintings. So I just wanted to share that information with you. All right, so that is it for these 2 diamond paintings. If I will be clearing this off, and if you want to stick around, I will show you at least one of these kits of the newer pixelated brick art. So I will be right back. If you stuck around, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I know that everybody is interested in all these things, so I understand people that clicked away, but if you decided to stick around because you're curious like me, I'm so glad you stayed. Anyway, all right, so what we have here, these are the 3 kits that I picked up. I had a like 40% off coupon or something like that, so these only cost me $11.99. There's not a price on these like the other, like the diamond painting kit. So I'm not sure what the original price is. I think they were $19.99. All right. So this is called Pixelated Brick Art. It says it makes 1. This one says it makes 2. And this one says it makes 1. So this one is called Butterfly. And on the back, it says that there are 1,789 bricks in 11 colors. There's 4 5x5 inch base plates, a brick separator, and instruction sheet. The 5 by 5 inches is 12.7 by 12.7 centimeters. And then it says connect the base plates, complete the first layer, and add the second, third, and fourth layers. There are detailed instructions inside. So that's that one. This one is called Sunset, and it looks like there's 2 different images. And this one is called The Great Wave. Now, this is my favorite piece of Old Masters artwork, so I wanted to have that, and I love butterflies. And just like my diamond paintings, these were beach themed, and I had to have those as well. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead. If you would like, I will probably open these 2 just to show you what's inside of them and go from there. Uh-oh, there is tape on the side here. Give me just a second so I can cut that tape open. Okay, I got my little handy dandy scissors here. These are the sharp scissors, so better make sure I'm being very careful. I have a cap for them, thankfully. Okay, so inside here, let's just go ahead and dump it out. This is my first time seeing one of these. I think Rhonda had mentioned possibly putting one of these together on her channel, so I'm very curious to see if she does that. But this is just like a little tiny like Lego board. And this one is 2, so there's 2 of them like it said. And then look at all of these different colors. So there's black, and then oh, here's a helping tool, it looks like, to pop them off if you accidentally put them in the wrong spot. And then here's all of our colors. So there's yellow and orange and different shades of purple. This is very interesting. I was expecting these to be flat, but they're not. They're cubed. So I am very curious to see what one of these looks like. So yeah, if this may be one of those things that I will insert information if I get to this before I post this video. So there is directions on both sides for where to lay the bricks. Okay, very interesting. So it looks like these are layered, because when I looked at these images, I noticed that these almost look like they're 3-dimensional a little bit, but I wasn't sure if it's 3-dimensional because there's layers and stacks, or if it's because these are 3-dimensional. So it's both. So these are 3-dimensional, but it looks like you lay a layer of the like outside. So like this part of the image, the outside of this circle here is going to be a layer, but then in that circle, there will be a layer of black, which is why there's so much black here. And then you'll lay down this background behind the sun, of the sun portion of behind the palm tree, and you'll lay the black down where the palm tree is, and then you'll lay the palm tree pieces on top of that. So yeah, if I get one of these images finished before I post this video, I will definitely put that information in here. Hey, future Rebecca here. So shortly after recording the other portion of that video, I went away for the weekend with my girls, and I needed an activity to do in the mornings while they were still sleeping because I wake up early. And so this is the one I took with me. I took Butterfly, and I did not get this completed while we were gone because I tried to customize this. I really wanted these to be more symmetrical. I think it's neat the way it fades this way, but that really isn't how I see butterflies. And now that it's all put together, I enjoy it, but I had wanted to try to flip this wing so that it would kind of be more symmetrical going down. Well, I messed up the pattern over here and completely screwed it up. So I had to pull a whole bunch of them out and start over. And so, like I said, I would have gotten this finished. This would have been a much faster finish had I not tried to make it my own. So just something to keep in mind. I do love how this turned out. And honestly, aside from that mess up, like this was really easy to do. I did use this tool. It's supposed to be like, I used it to pull out the bricks, but I used it also as a straightener. So just a tool to keep in mind as you're trying to straighten these bricks out. But I wanted to show you the 3D effect it has because there's actually 4 different layers. So you put down one layer and then the next, and then the next, and then this top one. So I wanted to kind of show you that. And it is really cool. Also, there are little hook like bricks that are on here, and it all stays together really well. And this is something that you actually, I think, could hang. So I thought that was really cool and wanted to share that with you because I don't know that I really understood that when I originally recorded this. I will show you one of the bricks so there's these flat pieces on top to give the design, but they are being held on by these little bricks. And let me see if I can get a good angle on it. And I think you can see it. They look like Legos. So honestly, these are the exact size of Legos, the same texture and feel. So I wanted to share that. If you enjoy Lego art, this was so much fun. This is totally up my alley. I will say, in the midst of all this, I met with Rhonda, the one that influenced me to buy these kits, and she did one that was similar to this one. These are the smaller ones with the smaller bricks, and she did want to point out that in her kit, at least, the bricks were not the dots in the holes in the back of them that put them onto this were not symmetrical or not centered. So there ended up being pieces that were like bigger than others on one side or the other. And she struggled with that when putting it together. So just something to keep in mind. I will link her video below where she actually worked on this and give you some input on that. So hopefully you go over and watch that from her. I would say if you like Legos, this is the one to go for. If you just like doing pixel kind of stuff, this would be a fun one to do. I just haven't worked on this one yet and don't know if there's going to be the same struggle in this kit as she had in hers. But anyway, wanted to share that quick pop-in with you. So back to Pastor Becca. Okay, sorry for the jump change. I somehow like lost track of my brain and like completely forgot what I was saying and started cleaning up and realized I had said that I was possibly going to open this one too. So I am just curious because it says it's 4 plates. So I'm curious to see how this works and how many more steps there are for this versus the other one that only had the two plates in it. So let's see. All right, there's the instruction book, just like the other one. And it looks like the same thing, except this is got a different amount of plates in it. So here it shows 4 plates, and then you bring them all together and connect them. So that's very interesting. Let's see how this. Oh, wow. Okay, so they have an even bigger brick remover in this kit than the other one did. And these bricks are actually bigger. So let me pull a piece of that other one out. Okay, so this is what I was imagining these bricks to look like, that they were going to be more flat pieces. I am so sorry for the state of my nails. I did tie-dyeing with my girls and got dye all over my fingers and under my fingernails. Please pay no attention to that. So this one has these more flat bricks like I was expecting, and these are bigger. This other kit that I opened, the first kit that I opened, has smaller pieces that are more box-shaped. See the difference? I'm not sure if the glare is allowing for that, but yeah. So very interesting. Okay, sorry, just give me a second to close that back up. But so yeah, there are 4 big tiles in here of plates. And so the size of this image, let me push all this aside, is going to be quite big, actually. So this kit says that these are, each one is 5 by 5, just like the other one. So 12.7 centimeters by 12.7 centimeters. So this is really like a 10 by 10 bricks. That's very interesting. And there's a lot, considering this is supposed to be this butterfly here, you would not anticipate this many of the black drills. And so I am very surprised to see how this works. Okay, so just like the other one, it looks like you do this base layer of color behind the butterfly, and where the butterfly is will be black bricks. And the black bricks have the knobs on top instead of being flat. I'm not sure if I can show that. There you go, that maybe. There's a knob on top of it so that the other Legos or the other pieces will stack on top of them. I know they're not actually Lego brand, but the other pieces will stick on top of those and then just build up from there. So that is really cool. I'm going to see if I can find the connecting pieces. Okay, so these literally look just like regular Legos to me. Connecting bricks. I'm going to actually open this up to make this easier to see. These are bigger, so I don't feel like they'll get lost as easy as some of those other pieces. Yeah, these look just like Legos. Okay, and so I imagine that you will take 2 of these plates. Oh yeah, this makes it even easier. You can see on the back of these, there's like sections here where the Legos go, or the connecting pieces go. So you'll put one here and you'll put one there, and then it keeps these 2 pieces together. And you'll do the other side as well. And I'm sure there's multiple. So I imagine, yeah, and then there's going to be some in the middle to hold those together as well. That is really neat. Anyway, there's not a lot else for me to say. I'm very curious about what these are going to look like and how long it will take to do one of these. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you posted. If you're interested, leave a message to me in the comment section below on seeing any more of these, because I think it would be cool. And I think, like I said, Rhonda was planning to potentially put one of these together on her channel. And so, yeah, I'm curious to see if she does. And if she doesn't, I may actually do that on my channel based on how many people would be potentially interested in doing this. I'll really fast show you these colors. So these are the colors of the butterfly. We've got yellows and oranges, teals and blues. And yeah, so that looks really neat to me. And these are bagged, and so I'm betting that there are steps where you're supposed to open these up. And I'm curious to see how many leftovers there are. Anyway, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for joining again. I really appreciate you being here. Just remember, wherever you go, to take care of your mental health is a Sparkle Sanctuary. So make sure you're taking time to take care of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.